Okay, so making friends as an adult, rough, right? Like way harder than we expect it to be. And honestly, I feel like dogs are just easier. I've basically been full-time home alone since COVID hit, and this past week of dog sitting has made me remember and realize how much comfort and belonging dogs bring us just by being there. So that's what this video is about. I'm gonna share some statistics, some research bits about why dogs bring us so much comfort. Also share some cool spots around Austin that are dog friendly if you're into that, and sprinkle in some thoughts that I had along the way over this past week, specifically on belonging. So let's get into it. So first things first, why do adult friendships feel so hard? I saw this short recently where this comedian was basically gasping at the fact that someone in the audience was able to bring 7 friends with her to the show. Like no special occasion. It wasn't her birthday, it wasn't bachelorette. She was like, girl, how? And I had the same reaction because I feel like anytime we're making plans with just one person is like this whole thing. Like, we're like, okay, bust out your calendars. Okay, I guess I'll see you in a month. And I feel like finding the people that you even want to hang out with is hard to begin with because everyone's just so busy adulting. I feel like making friends is usually put on the back burner. And if you're anything like me, maybe you've had this thought too that something might be wrong with you. Like, am I just bad at making friends? Did I miss the memo on how to find my people? Am I just so socially awkward now that I can't do this anymore? But honestly, I've realized that having, or rather not having a big friend group doesn't mean that you're a loner or that something's wrong with you. It just means that your version of community looks different. Maybe it's just for now. Maybe it's because you're new to an area or you're in a different phase of life. Or maybe that's just how you prefer it. Either way, it's all good. Your version of community counts. And that research that I mentioned earlier, I was reading this book, which basically listed all the stats of how pets benefit us. So stuff like lowering stress hormones, reducing blood pressure, and even boosting your serotonin. Just being around them literally changes our body chemistry. And I'll pop up some stats here on the screen, but isn't that cool? There's a reason why we feel so good around dogs, but we're even healthier for it too. And it goes just beyond the relationship you have with you and your dog, which this is something I really felt over the past week, is that dogs really pull you into the world. Like when I brought Farrah to different coffee shops and a couple of breweries around the Austin area, like people will naturally smile. I'm definitely the type of person that will smile on a dog. People ask to pet her, and you know, those conversations I definitely wouldn't have had if I was by myself because, you know, we can be a little shy sometimes. But fun fact, those little interactions actually matter. I was listening to this Hidden Brain podcast where they interviewed an expert, essentially someone that does PhD level research on tiny connections. I forgot what the actual term was, but I'll link it in the description down below if you're interested in checking it out. We'll call it micro connections, that might be it. But basically, like, you know, you saying hi to your neighbor, you know, actually have full in-depth conversations, or maybe small talk with the barista you always see at your favorite coffee shop. Those aren't big relationships, but all of that adds up and matters too. And you know, even at home, when you're talking to yourself, don't lie, we all do it. You've got someone to talk to when you have a pet around.
Excuse me, baby, what do you have to say for yourself?
You're funny, baby. I've been reading this animal communication book. It's a little woo-woo, don't judge me, but basically one of the tips in the book is to talk to your animal companion like a person, not like baby talk, like what most people usually do. I'm definitely still guilty of this, but they understand more than we think. And I feel like because I've been kind of treating her more as, you know, an intelligent being rather than a dog, I feel like she understands me a little bit better now. I understand her a little bit better now, and being more in tune with like what sort of signals that she's sending, and I feel like this has benefited our relationship and we're closer for it now. So that's what this week has shown me, that belonging doesn't have to look like a big group of friends or being booked every single weekend. Sometimes it's as simple as just having a dog curl up next to you or sharing a smile with a stranger at the park. It all counts, it all adds up. So yeah, dogs help a ton with finding connection and belonging, but not because they replace humans, but because they're a steady reminder of what it feels like to belong. All right, hopefully that'll be good. I am low-key feeling a little sad coming home to an empty house after always having someone to greet me at the door, having a reason to leave the house and like talk to people. Even though having alone time, spending time with yourself to be able to get things done is nice, I think you can still do that while having a dog around, you know? We're not built to be alone all the time. We're built to have community. We're built to have people or, you know, animals in our lives to keep us company. So yeah, I was just thinking a lot about this. I had all the feels come and hit me as soon as I got home, so I just wanted to document that. So Farrah ended up joining me for another little stint of, oh my god, it's literally raining so hard out there. Jeez, maybe I'll step over here. She ended up joining me for another night, and it was really nice, and can confirm again that it's a little sad being home alone after having loved ones around, for sure. Even though I have more time to myself and can get more stuff done, I can work on this video. It's just, it was a lot nicer having her around, for sure. Especially on this gloomy day, but she'd be kind of like freaking out because she hates storms. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope that this video encouraged you to think and look at your community a different way. It doesn't always have to look like one thing, and to really just appreciate what you have, whatever it looks like. So until next time, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.